Welcome back, everyone. We are back today. Even though we missed last week,
We did.
we did miss last week, but we are here cultivating conversations with DP², sharp at 6:30 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
The best podcast in all of the DMV. I am DeAndre with my co-host.
Deja. Hey, y'all.
And we are happy and glad to be back today. It's been a fulfilling week for me, I must say.
Okay.
I've been feeling good. Feeling good about you.
Same, actually. I've been in good spirits. I've been good.
That's
I don't really have
nice.
much to complain about.
If you could give your week a rating, what would you give it?
If I give my week a rating, I would give it like a solid 8.1.
That's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty high. I would
What's
say
yours?
I'm lower for sure.
Yeah.
Like 7.4.
7.4. Okay, but that's still good. That's still above average.
Yes, I had a decent week.
That's what. Hopefully next week will be an 8 point something for you.
Right.
Let us know how y'all doing on the chat. Let us know. Let us know we got to be back.
Drop a rating.
Yeah, let us know how y'all feeling in the chat. But yeah, I mean, do you want to kind of explain like?
Yeah. Like, so did COVID-19 ruin blank?
Yeah.
So really, this question really arose to me when I was just kind of thinking about. We always think about COVID in its present time.
Yeah.
How we felt then.
Yeah.
What was going on then? Whatever, however that happened. Yes. But what are the after-lasting effects that COVID-19 had on, me and you, had on people watching, had on the world? So really, it just kind of came to me thinking about, the like loneliness epidemic, like in young men. You hear about that a lot often right now. So some statistics actually after COVID.
Okay.
There was a 25% increase of anxiety and depression. Now, if you feel like you relate to any of these statistics, let us know. Do you feel like you had an increase in anxiety and depression
after COVID?
Yeah.
Or like after? I would say, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think so, for sure. I definitely think so. I think for some of the reasons that we're going to discuss, like
definitely.
Throughout, but I would definitely say yeah.
Right. 61% of young adults experience loneliness, 18 through 25.
That's not me.
You weren't at that age.
What did you mean right now?
No. Like
at
during,
the time.
Yeah,
okay,
during, after / during.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not right now. Not in 2025 yet. And then 90% of learners were affected by the shutdown. So education took a big hit. And I feel like we're seeing a lot of those issues arise now, especially the increase of AI. It's just been, especially in college, so I can speak for myself. It's just, a lot less learning in person. Is more online. And then lastly, it was can you believe this? 20 to 30% increase in domestic violence cases.
Wow, I didn't even think of it like that. I mean, what is it? I wonder if it's like, it's never right to do that, but I wonder if it's related to the pressures of
definitely
circumstances, or like having to be in the home with people longer than you were before. I don't know.
Right. And you think just a lot of the increase of probably broken families after COVID. Yeah. It's just, so that's kind of what my mind was at bringing up this topic. So I feel like a lot of those bullet points, not domestic violence, relate to what I was going through in the moment, and especially after. Yeah. So that's kind of. So is that a way you feel like you like? What are some bouncing off that? What are some ways you feel like you're different, but like outside of age and stuff from before, like early 2020, 2019 to 2025, like because I know we talked about like how it was during the time, but like you were saying after the fact, how are some ways you just feel like you're just so different? Yeah, I think one major point is like my parasocialness. You know that. Is parasocial when you're like with other people? Yeah, it's usually with people, but I really want to say my dependence on social media, my dependence on other people that I don't know to fulfill me. I think especially before COVID, I think that my interactions with others so constantly, like in high school, or it was like I never needed that. I never needed that outside effect onto my life. So like my parasocial activity, especially through scrolling, of course, but then YouTube and Twitch. That codependency was like, if they're not doing something, then I'm not happy. Yeah. So I think that changed a lot for me, negatively, I would say. Yeah. Are there any like positive things you feel? Yeah, I think my discipline definitely increased a lot. As related to COVID? Yeah, I think COVID, like the isolation. Okay. Like I definitely, and I know we'll get to this, I definitely think I felt lonely during COVID. But the isolation also, like we talked about in our last episode, like the pain did bring me progression. Yeah, so for sure. But what about you? In a negative way, I would say like I think my sense of worriness increased. Yeah.
because I think going through something where it was so much uncertainty. True. For someone who was a person who likes to live in certainty, it was very difficult. And I just think that's lingered on for me and just in life, like knowing that whole situation was really out of our hands. I think like as an individual, it starts to make me worry about everything else of like, oh my goodness, as much as I can try to control the situation, I really can't. And then like, I think.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say like, especially now, what do you think with like so much going on government wise?
Yeah, I mean,
you think like that also plays a role with the uncertainty, the worriness, and just kind of lingered?
Especially because during that time, it was similar leadership happening during COVID. So it was like one of the things where if y'all can't help us in our society now, like, or at the time, there are going to be more ways in which I feel like they're going to let us down, like, you know, in certain situations like that. But I mean, one thing I wanted to mention was like workplace culture. Yeah. And what I mean by that is I feel like prior to it was every job was going to be in person. I mean, unless you were just, I guess, blessed, right. But everybody was going in person. I mean, you respect, I liked it in the sense of I would like to have meetings with people in person. I like to like get to know people. Even when I was in college at the time, I like to have group work, like doing things with people in person. Yeah. Right. And then now it's like if a job ever came to me and said I had to be there every day in person, every day sideways. I was like, excuse you? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's like hybrid.
Isn't that weird?
Hybrid brings like people across the world who can connect and work on one bit bigger issue, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
But then it lacks that, like you doing community engagement events.
Right.
How is somebody on the computer going to be able to relate to a student? You can't. So it's like,
you can't.
I understand where people are coming from these days, mandating in-person work. Yeah. But I think it's how you go about it.
Yeah.
People are so detached.
They are.
So it's not effective anymore.
The in-person stuff
is not in comparison to the hybrid work. Right. So if you got an employer that's, you know, on your back about being in person, you're not going to have the same amount of energy to go in. And I think for me, I can say during COVID, expect like the everlasting effects of that. Those personal connections are everything.
They are. That's what I'm saying. I was just talking with someone before. They were like, yeah, I guess when they were trying to get to know people in a work environment, it was always like, let's grab coffee. Let's go maybe grab lunch. That was how your way to really get to know people. Now it's like, let's hop on Zoom. And yeah, you might still create a connection, but it's not the same as if you went out and like
literally
hung out with someone for a couple of hours or something. Yeah.
So are you for mandated in-person work?
No, because I do think the beauty of life going through its transformations is that we evolve over time. Yeah. So I do think in a lot of ways, a lot of people are just sitting at their desk like, bro, I could have did this at home. Literally. Or this meeting could have been done virtually. So I do think it's a good thing. But at the same time, if we're working on big like some people don't even know other people that work at the same company as them. Like that to me is extremely weird.
You think it's like disconnected?
Yeah, it is. And it's just like,
yeah, it is a little.
And then if I'm a corporation, it's like, okay, I have this building that I once had and now nobody's in it. Yeah. So now my money's getting wasted. Like nobody's going in. I don't know.
That's really an everlasting effect because a lot of places in like San Francisco and Washington were building these huge corporate buildings. COVID hit. Now those buildings are empty, just taking up space in the city. Yeah, wasting money. A lot of people, you know, there's a lot of people that are homeless, so people are complaining about that. Could have been housing. So yeah, I feel like back to what you said, COVID-19 did kind of ruin workplace culture.
It did.
It's just not the same anymore unless you're working like, you know, a minimum wage job or something.
Right. Or if you do something that's like summer camp. Yeah, that's something like, where you have to be. Yeah.
Other than that, why would I do computer work
why?
You know.
Why would you?
So I think that's.
But even when you think about data breaches, I feel like more data breaches are happening because people have their equipment at home.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
right
it's just
that.
Yeah.
You're 100% right about that. I definitely can't disagree. But I want that preface before I get to this. Like, did you ever feel lonely during COVID? Be candid. And anybody listening in the chat, did you
say lonely?
Yeah. Did you feel lonely during COVID?
Did I feel lonely? No, I didn't feel lonely. I feel like I felt like, no, I didn't feel lonely. I think I started feeling more okay with being by myself, which has now I think became a negative thing. Like I really didn't. I wasn't, maybe because we were home and like, it wasn't like I was living on my own or how you were in college. So that's different. Like I feel like if you're in the dorm by yourself or whatever, like I think that's different than with me if I'm like around my family more often. So maybe that's why I didn't feel as lonely. But I didn't really feel I started to be like, wow, this is kind of nice being by myself. Like, I don't know. But now I'm like, now and in 2025, I'm like, do I want to hang out with people? Like, do I? Yeah. And I never was that type of person who wanted to be by myself. Never.
Yeah, me neither. Never. I think the reason I asked you that is because I think that COVID ruined interpersonal connections, relationships, like community in general. Yeah. And I think that the loneliness epidemic, and I'm speaking for men, of course, I feel like, do you think women and men loneliness is the same?
Probably. What's the difference?
I think that
like literally
the lack of emotional intelligence from men sometimes, and the toxic masculinity from a lot of guys don't want to express themselves. Like the loneliness is like different. It's
like louder.
It's louder.
Yeah,
like
it's louder.
The loneliness is a lot louder, and I don't want to say that women don't go through loneliness. So of course, everyone does.
Yeah.
But I think that just young adults now are really misguided.
They are
uncared for, and a lot of, like we talk about, broken families. And I think that COVID everlasting effect just made a lot of people feel like they had no outlets.
That's true. One thing I think that was good, a lot of people were able to reevaluate their relationships.
100%.
They be like, okay, I really don't want to be with this person. Yeah. I didn't feel lonely. I was going into work at least once a week. And I do think that's important to mention, is because some people still have to go to work.
Yeah.
If you were an essential worker or just a company that didn't really, still wanted people to go in, you had probably a different perspective on COVID-19, honestly.
I think my perspective on loneliness changed as well too. Is like, I think I got loneliness confused with peace sometimes.
Yeah, that's deep.
Like a lot of times I felt as though I was lonely, thinking back in the moment, but I was really in a place of peace.
Yes. No, facts. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, maybe I recognized there was peace.
Oh, so you
like, so I guess that's the women versus men thing. Like, I in that moment, like, I was like, oh, well, this is peaceful.
Yeah.
You're like more, do you feel like, what do you feel like brought you out of that? And because I do think some people probably were experiencing that and really didn't know how to kind of get themselves out of it until the world opened back up. So did you feel like that was the same for you, where you felt lonely until it was time to be around people again? Or did you find ways to like make yourself feel less lonely in the midst of it?
I definitely think it was until that they opened back
until the world kind of,
because like we touched on before, was my dependence on social media, my parasocial relationships. It was like I was so in tune with that because I felt like I was at school at the time. That's the majority of the program I'm talking about. I felt like I had no one to truly like connect with at the time.
That's true.
And so I just felt as though like when I was watching the screen, that those
they were your friends.
But those were the people that made me fulfill. Like there
was like some sort of.
It was, even though it wasn't, but it was. And it's crazy. It's crazy to say that, but when I turned the computer off, it's like everything will hit me. The light will switch.
It makes sense. Like when you're saying it that way, it makes sense.
And so I think now, like, would it ruin, like how it ruined interpersonal connections? It was like a lot of people didn't have the opportunity, like I did, to re-meet people in school after the fact. And connect with their families, because some people lost relatives.
They definitely did.
It's like people didn't have to show up for birthdays, reunions, nothing. Weddings. So it's like a lot of those connections were dropped.
Dang, that's so true.
And I think our loneliness as a society is just,
and everybody doesn't live in the same area as their family either.
Yeah.
So you can feel by yourself in a whole different like city too. Do you think that in that sense though, do you feel like it ruined independence?
100%.
In a sense of like, how can I explain? Like, more, I don't really do this as much. I know a lot of people super online shop, super do Instacart, don't really like want to do things quote unquote on their own. Is that a good thing? I mean, I don't know.
It's nice that you bring that up. Because I think our dependence on just the internet, in general, is like through the roof now.
It's like no independence. Wait, how do I add again? Let me type that in. Like,
it's just no. It's first of all, it's no individuality.
None.
It's no individuality. None. It's no independence. Nobody wants to do anything on their own guidance. Everyone has to have the opinions of others. And back to, like you said, with the apps and just social medias, the DoorDash epidemic,
bruh,
dude.
Good for people who are doing it, I guess. But
definitely.
On the other end,
on the other end, bro, I think people just got okay with like less interactions.
I think that's what I'm trying. I just feel like Drive-through probably went through the roof. Like nobody wants to like go inside, go to the store.
But it has to do with social anxiety too. What you think?
That is true, but I feel like COVID made that
that's what I'm
more
saying.
of a thing though, because it's like if you had to deal with it.
No, I agree with you. I think our social anxiety, especially, is like I see it. It feels like I see it in everybody.
Yeah,
like everybody has instances of like that feeling.
I know, and it's true.
Yeah, I just think that isolation has ruined us like mentally, and especially just the impact of social media. Like now it's just through the roof. I catch myself waking up in the morning, brushing my teeth, scrolling.
Yep.
Like right before I get in the shower, scrolling. It's like my dependency.
You're not even thinking about it at this point.
You're not even thinking about it at this point. I think especially during the pandemic, that's what I was so codependent on. It's like it's just now it's just on and on and on and on.
That's true.
It's like you can barely even think for yourself sometimes.
You can't. I think they took advantage of us. I mean, there were some good things that came out of it, but
it was like it was about like you talking about like using the internet.
The better technology, a lot of great shows. We have verses. Like there are some things where that's like it's pretty lit, but
that's true. And like in a community aspect, it's like I felt as though it ruined how we view one another.
In what ways?
Let me tell you one thing is like we saw one another as health risk, not as neighbors anymore.
Yeah.
And I think this no conspiracy, but like the puppet stuff from the governments and just it's like we're labeling certain groups more health risky than others. Different ethnicities who may have caused COVID. And I feel like it internally separated us as community. Like it was a disruption within us. Like this person might be a health risk. Let's stay 6 feet. And I think all in all, it's like our community is just like completely shot after COVID.
Yeah. It's crazy to say that because when I tell you, I feel like I'm so much more of a germaphobe now.
Yeah.
Where I just don't, and I think it is good to be a little health conscious, but now I just find myself being like, I think everything is disgusting.
Does it
like
make you want to be around people less or no?
It does, but at the same time, it's kind of contradicting because like, I'll still go in big crowds when it comes to maybe a festival, concert, restaurant. Like those are still places where I ain't wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's true.
But when it first was going on, well, that's not true either. I feel like I was still going somewhere, but I'm still just so like, it used to feel like normal, but then it would be instances where I'm just thinking, you are gross. Like I'm not looking at it as like as a human being. It's more so like you're gross.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to.
People do be gross though.
They do. That's what I'm trying to harp on initially. But just especially about like the integral parts of community, and I just wanted to bring this one thing that was like church, an example of like church, like something like that having to be shut down for a period of time.
That's true.
I feel like took a hit, especially a lot of small businesses that couldn't fund themselves during COVID, or just nonprofit organizations. It was like that. I think has its effects like now, especially like when it comes to convenience. Like we talked about earlier, convenience of connecting with others online. You know, like online chats, or, Discord, virtual stuff, Twitch streams, etc. But it also, like you brought up, like the DoorDash thing, the Uber Eats thing, Uber, everything. It's just like the community is at an all-time low. I feel like though, and I had this conversation at work. We asked, well, what is community? Like, what is that to you? That's what I'm saying. I said the same thing. One thing I said was like, community, it doesn't just have to be your immediate family, immediate friends, but it's just like you don't have to know the next person in your community, but you know that they're making the environment around you better. Right.
I think community, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Okay. And I think community doesn't have to necessarily be a certain number of people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like something, community is a place you feel safe, maybe with like-minded people in the sense of you don't have to agree on the same thing, but more like morally it's a like-minded situation, you know what I'm saying? And I talk about that a lot with like throughout the pod where I say, I just feel like community is something that I yearn for.
Yeah.
So I agree with you in the sense of saying how it's kind of been a little bit ruined.
I just don't feel, like you said, like those instances of safety, moralities, I don't feel that anymore. And
how do we get back there? How can you cultivate your own community though? Because we can't just sit there and be like, this ain't happening no more.
You're right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot has to do with, first of all, like relatability. Like you definitely have to be the person that will, speak for that, be that, and do what you say you want to do.
Yeah, you do.
I think, it starts with leaders.
Right.
It starts with individuals like us, people that watch us, people that want to help and do better.
We have a community.
Yeah, we have definitely. We definitely have a community of people that want to see the people that want to change the effects around them. And I just think COVID-19 kind of ruined that for, people that already had that going.
True.
So maybe it's
now
it's us to pick up the rest of the pieces, which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay, but it just feels like we're less connected now than ever, just in my opinion.
Well, where do you feel like in your life do you feel that you need the most community? Is it like faith-based? Because I'm just giving an example, like how you said with church. Do you feel like you need more community in like faith-based way, and like a career way, and a like friendship way? Like where do you feel that there could be a little bit more, maybe just one way, one area?
I definitely think faith-based, but it's in a certain way. It's like in a spirituality way. Like I feel very in tune with my spiritual self. Yeah. But sometimes I think the faith side is lacking. So it's not as though that I yearn for like a church space. I yearn for like the church community.
Amen to that. I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, exactly what you mean.
I yearn for like the church community, but like I guess you have to take with the church the good stuff and the bad that comes with the church. I guess
you do, but
I can't say I want one thing and can't get the other. You gotta take both. So it's like I just want to find the fine line in between the two.
Yeah, like see where like it's not gonna be perfect, but where can you kind of get enough?
And I also think another piece of community is like for the people growing up.
What you mean?
Like especially people that like that the young kids that went through COVID that were still elementary.
They need
like like I could not imagine growing through what I went through then, being 18.
Never.
At 8, 9, 10.
Never.
So I think that's a huge issue that needs to be kind of glued back together. So
because they're just not the same type of kids. Like they need a whole different approach. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true.
Do you feel like you need community?
I feel like I just need to, in what you were kind of saying before, with how maybe there was those spaces existed, but then it came to a halt when COVID came around. I say that because I think like I just need to do better with strengthening the communities that I already have. So I don't really feel like I need to. I'm in the mode of wanting to seek new community. Is more like I need to do better with my friendship community. Do better with that's the one I really am focusing on. So I want to just stick with one thing instead of giving myself so many different things to work on. But that's the one where I'm like, I shouldn't be thinking like, okay, how do I navigate a relationship when I have friends who have experienced relationships or are in one now? Like I shouldn't be just trying to figure it out on my own. I should be able to like contact people who have no problem talking with me or making me feel like I have them as community. So that's what I'm saying. I need to be like, get out of my own. Like you know how they say, well, is that an ostrich when they be in the dirt? Yes. Like get out my own, like pop back up and just ask the people that already can be
tough conversations.
Yeah.
They're very tough conversations. Like even though that is your community though.
Yeah, it is. Like they have no problem with telling me.
Yeah, I feel like I lose sight of that. Yeah. I feel like you just brought up a good point. It's like the people around you are there, but it's like you don't really access them.
You don't. And it's like, why not?
Yeah.
It's literally why not? If it's a safe space and it's always been a safe space, there's no reason why I should be thinking like or racking my brain about certain stuff. Or even if it comes to school, rack my brain about maybe if it was college or something and being like, you literally have 3 college friends or 2 college cousins or not me. I'm just saying people. Like you have to reach out. You have to just utilize the people who you feel like is already within your community.
Yeah, people are definitely lacking that. I think people relate more to people that they don't know.
Which is weird.
Yeah, I feel like they feel that way.
Not saying
that that's really the reality, but I feel like people feel like
just ask chat, I guess.
Right, exactly. Like people think that they know the people that they have never actually spoke to in person. There's someone like that is right next to them. That's a huge issue. It's like it's just a lot of disruption.
It is,
in my opinion.
Do you think that is there anything that you would do in life different? Now than you would have done it before COVID? So example, maybe with me, like I might not just be willing to just move anywhere because I think COVID taught me how less secure a job can be or like your life situation or something like, you know what I'm trying to say? So that's something I feel like I wouldn't have done had it not been for how COVID-19 changed the way that life goes these days.
Wow, yes.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like I
know that's something hard to think about.
But that's a great point, like not moving, because especially like those connections are a lot harder to rebuild when you're away. Especially like COVID taught you, like they're a lot harder to rebuild, though, especially being separated for so long by so many people. So for me, something that I think I wish I would have had, like we not done prior.
Yeah, like something you would, something you would navigate differently now because of the given information or experiences you've gone through during COVID.
Man, I don't even know.
I know, right?
Somebody in the chat, give me some. Like, because that's a great question.
Maybe let me give a category. Maybe like how you would navigate like a romantic relationship or something. Like, are there things that? No, maybe that's not a good one. I'm trying to think of different categories of life. Do you look at your health differently in any way? Or not really? Because you're still young, so you might not have thought about COVID-19.
I didn't really think about COVID-19 in the health perspective. Yeah. I definitely, like you said, did teach you about like the germaphobe side of it, definitely. But back to the relationships, I think that's actually not a bad thing to bring up. It's like, I think it's about like purpose, right? I think what it kind of taught me in romantic aspect, or like relationships, friends, or anything, is like you have to have your purpose with your person, with friends, separate from your own purpose. They can both connect, right? They can both, like, y'all both can be walking in the same purpose, but I feel as though when you solely focus on your interpersonal relationships purposes, you like lose sight of yourself,
your own one.
And I wish that navigating this now is like that you can have both. Also, don't forget about yourself.
Yeah, that's true, DeAndre.
I think that's probably the best thing that I can think of on the spot.
No, I like that.
Yeah. I like that. It's like you get lost in the sauce.
You really do, man.
During COVID, like we talked about, you become really codependent, but you become attached and needy of the people that the only people that you have.
That's true.
And I really felt like I became attached and needy to people, and then I was getting false expectations. I was being let down, and I was regretting things. Yeah, and that's because I had lost sight of who I was. So it was like looking back, man. That's how I would navigate different. Definitely.
Yeah, I like that.
That's crazy though.
I like that a lot. Do you some last thoughts? Do you feel like life will ever get back to how it was before, or is it like forever changed now when it comes to just life in any way? I mean, will we ever get back to?
I think we have completely lost track.
It's like, we're like, what's that movie? I think did me you both watch it? What is like the train, and it was like Frozen or something.
Oh,
it was society was all on one train.
Mother told me. I forgot what it was called. Snow something.
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer.
But it's like when that thing went off. Man, that's how I feel like how we do. It's just like off the track. That's a great movie, by the way.
We are the most disconnected we have ever been from one another. Yeah, and I don't think it's going to get any better. I think over time, even COVID kind of sparked that separation, like not just physically but mentally. Yeah, that like the differences between one another, the lack of community, etc. But it's like now with all this stuff going on, I think like we might got less than 20. Like,
yo, please. I need more than that. I'm going to be like close to 50. That's insanity.
It may be my epiphany when we talk about the faith stuff, all this stuff going on. It's like
faith stuff.
No, he's talking about faith, like
faith. Yes.
I'm saying I need to get back.
I'm gonna say you gotta get back tapped in.
Because everything that's going on is just like it's like you said, uncertainty. Yeah. It's like you used to be in the past before COVID, in my opinion. It was like I would know what tomorrow I expect.
Yes.
What tomorrow
now you like
what
doesn't happen now?
But now it's like tomorrow, I don't know what can happen.
Yeah, you're right, DeAndre.
You know what I mean? It's like everything's so unexpected.
It is. I hate that.
Like that level of worriness and anxiety has just shot through the roof. Yeah. Now, as a young African American man, it's like personally, I can say that a lot of things I haven't. It's just me being me. It doesn't have to do with race. I just haven't experienced it. Like what's going on now, what's going on during COVID, like the illness didn't affect me. Not many relatives, passed away from COVID. So it's like that. And then also what's going on now. So like those things definitely affect us. But personally, it's like I just haven't seen the effects in my day-to-day life. So it's like tomorrow I can see that.
That's true.
It's just a lot.
That's true.
It's just a lot.
That's true. No, I get that. And sometimes I think it's just good to kind of reflect on, because I think we move so fast that you forget to be like, okay, like how am I different? So you just really got to sit and maybe reflect. So that's what we really that's all we wanted to do on this episode, was just kind of like reflect. And and I guess last little tidbit I'll say is, speaking of uncertainty, I guess praying for the people in Jamaica, really, because it's just the hurricane that's there or coming there or something. Beautiful place with beautiful people, that it really just sucks that those type of areas have to go through such catastrophic things, because it's hard to rebuild from that. So definitely want to send them some prayers and stuff. And
absolutely, I've seen that.
Yeah, but you have anything else before we get out of here?
No, I don't have anything else. I think that we should all work on some sense of community, like David said. Let's look within ourselves first. Talk to somebody we haven't talked to in a long time. Relatability, etc. But I just appreciate everybody for watching.
Same.
It's just every Tuesday, it's just nice to come out here speaking. Anybody that wants to listen, or we just talking to each other.
I mean, hey, either way, we're good. Life is great.
Life is great. So thanks everybody for watching. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I like that. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
If you don't already, follow us on Instagram.
Please do.
At CCwithDP². And we love y'all, and we will see y'all
next Tuesday for sure.
Okay. We will see y'all next Tuesday. Love y'all.
No more miss.
All right.